Welcome to Creative Mornings Santa Fe's April Talk, presented to you via recording due to our COVID-19 stay-at-home guidelines. We begin by thanking the staff of the New Mexico History Museum for their support of our program, local sponsors, Watch Look, Alex Lusitine for recording, and Iconic Coffee Roasters. Creative Mornings global sponsors, MailChimp, WordPress, and Basecamp. The global theme for this month is purpose, and certainly a life lived with purpose gives meaning and is a life worth living. We thought the Literacy Volunteers of Santa Fe address this theme daily through their important work. The 2010 census indicated that 34% of adults in Santa Fe County are functionally illiterate, and 32% have only limited English. Since 1985, Literacy Volunteers of Santa Fe have been serving the community by providing essential skills for adults and their family. They believe that literacy is essential to improving the quality of life for individuals, promoting economic growth, and building an informed, responsible citizenry. The purpose of the organization is to offer programs that provide free, quality tutoring in basic literacy and English as second language, financial literacy, health literacy, citizenship, and numeracy skills. Our speaker today is Kimberly Wiley, who is president of the Literacy Volunteers of America Board. She is a retired management consultant with IBM's Global Business Services and previously with PricewaterhouseCoopers. She specialized in advising businesses undergoing significant change, which might be helpful right now, given our circumstances. Her hobbies have included reading, and reading has been so important in her life. Helping others to discover the doors that being a reader can open was what motivated her to seek out literacy volunteers. She has been an ESL, Basic Literacy and Citizenship tutor with Literacy Volunteers since February of 2012. And has been honored to help her students achieve their goals. She joined the Literacy Volunteers Board in spring of 2014 and became president of the board in 2017. Our special guest is Sylvia Kingsford, who is also a director and student representative on the Literacy Volunteers Board of Directors. She was born and raised in Chihuahua, Mexico, studied at the Technological University in Chihuahua, and graduated with a degree in industrial engineering. Sylvia moved to the United States in 2001 for better opportunities, and she soon began working at 10,000 Waves, where she is currently a supervisor of staff. When Literacy Volunteers started offering free English classes for all employees at 10,000 Waves in 2017, Sylvia began studying with Susan Haas, her tutor. She was honored at New Mexico's ESL Student of the Year at the state capitol. Sylvia has continued her studies with Susan and is currently studying to take the United States citizenship exam. Sylvia also arranges for all of the individual and small group English classes that Literacy Volunteers conducts at 10,000 Waves for employees and has been a champion of the program. In 2019, she was awarded the Literacy Advocate of the Year award and also joined the board. It's my pleasure to introduce these guests and to have them tell you about their purpose, their work. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jackie. My name is Kim Wiley, and I'm president of the Board of Directors of Literacy Volunteers of Santa Fe. And I'd like to tell you a little bit more about our organization. Our mission is to provide free tutoring to adults in reading, writing, and speaking English to strengthen our community, families, and workforce. And this is really guiding our vision to be part of a community in which all adults can read, write, do basic math, and use technology to lead healthy, productive, and fulfilling lives. This is very important to us, and part of the reason why is, as Jackie mentioned, 34% of adults in Santa Fe County are functionally illiterate. That means that they read below the 7th grade level. And that translates to that there are more than 50,000 adults in our county who need help to read, write, and speak English. Why is this important? Well, let me share with you some facts that 43% of people with low literacy live on or below the US poverty levels. Approximately 2/3 of jobs today require reading skills at grade 7 or above. That's usually the level at which, say, for example, newspapers are written. And when you have problems with being functionally illiterate, there's chronic unemployment. We have found that in the state prison system, 75% of the inmates have low literacy rates, that it can add to healthcare costs, and that being able to improve your English speaking skills means that you can get higher paying work. And then finally, there are certainly social costs. For example, teenage girls with low literacy skills are 4 times more likely to become pregnant than teenagers who are reading at grade level. So how can literacy address some of these problems? If we have a more literate adult population, people are more likely to be able to lift themselves and their families out of poverty. They have better health care. They're able to find and hold a job and have more career success. They're able to read to their children and be involved in their education, and they can contribute to the community as responsible citizens. So what's our history? Literacy Volunteers was founded in 1985 as a 501c3 nonprofit organization by Meredith Machen, who at that time was with the newly founded Santa Fe Community College, where it was discovered that there were many students, they were all high school graduates since that was a requirement to enter the community college, but they could not read nor write at levels required to do first-year work. So Literacy Volunteers was established, and we recruited volunteer tutors to work with these students to improve their literacy skills. And we have since become an affiliate both of Literacy Volunteers of America, which is now called Pro Literacy, and the Adult Basic Education Department at the community college. Since 1985, almost 14,000 adults have received over 500,000 hours of tutoring by our volunteer tutors. And this actually translates into contribution by our volunteer tutors of their time, equivalent to $12 million. What are the programs that we offer are basic literacy. These are for adults who their first language may be English, is typically English, but they have limited or no reading skills. And although they aspire to get a GED, many of them need to have some remedial work in reading or math in order to enter the GED preparation courses. Most of these students are matched with tutors who work with them on a one-on-one basis because their needs are so individualized. We also have our largest program, which is English as a Second Language, or ESL, and those are for immigrants who are seeking to improve their English skills. So those may be speaking, reading, and writing. And this tutoring occurs in a variety of settings. We hold tutoring sessions all over the county, and also in the workplace and community locations such as the public libraries or churches. And we also have a program in citizenship. And those are for students who want to become US citizens. And the tutors help them not only with the reading and writing portions of the exam, but also US history and civics questions that they need to master in order to pass their citizenship test. So during our last fiscal year, which was 2018-2019, we had 203 volunteer tutors who worked with 374 students in a wide variety of locations. Some demographics about our students. 75% are ESL students, and that includes the 20% who are also studying for citizenship, and 25% of the students are basic literacy students. The gender breakdown is 67% female, 33% male, and that can vary from year to year. We span a wide variety of ages, but 92% of our students are between 19 and 59, which are key earning years. And then in terms of ethnicity, 89% are Hispanic and 92% are in the very low income category. What were some results for that year? Well, of the 374 students, they received more than 10,000 hours of instruction. We trained 66 new volunteer tutors. 120 of our students made one or more grade level gain in reading and comprehension. We had 75 students who were enrolled in citizenship training classes, and 25 of them passed the examination and became US citizens. We also, the definition of literacy is expanding. It's not just reading and writing anymore. So we also offer sessions in digital literacy, in financial literacy, and health literacy. So that's the end of the presentation about literacy volunteers. And now I'd like to turn it over to Sylvia Kingsford, who has been a student at Literacy Volunteers and can tell you a little bit about the benefits and value of the program to her, as well as to some of her colleagues at 10,000 Waves. Sylvia?
Hi. I can tell 1,000 good things about this program, right? But this program changed my life totally, so be a person who start speaking really bad, and now I can have full conversations, and I can in some point be an example that really what you can do when you learn the language. This changed my life. My tutor is exceptional, working with me hand by hand, working with me and all the needs, so, and the leadership volunteer, they working with each of us, our necessity and our, time, place. It's just amazing, so yeah, at work, 10,000 Waves, I'm I'm the translator, now for all the Spanish speaking, so, and I do meetings about OSHA, meetings about insurance, meetings about sexual harassment, so, and be in that position is just magical. For me, it's just magical, so, and then with my kids, help them, homework, can communicate it with them. It's just amazing. It's not just about my work, it's just about my personal life, changed my life. And then they invited me to be part of the border members, the leadership volunteer, and that's the other part, how these people working so hard for everybody have the opportunity to have an English class. They have opportunity to learn like computer skills and, citizenship. It's just, it's amazing see how these people working with us. Yeah, I can keep going and going, talking about these amazing people who they are helping me and helping us. I can tell, for my place, my workplace, 10,000 Waves, a lot of people, they are with tutors and, citizenship and, and this is really, really good. So I'm really lucky, know them, and I'm really lucky to be part of the lives of these people, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you so much for coming. And thank you to our listeners who watched this program and certainly might consider joining the Literacy Volunteers of Santa Fe. Thank you.